Hello, De Anza High School, and welcome to another week of DA Weekly. It's your boy, Eddie Franks, with my partner,
Jason, what's up?
And this video is brought to you by
De Anza's own video production. Shout out to them.
Heck yeah.
And now we have the teacher of the week, Mr. Caden.
My favorite instrument is any instrument that's played in tune well. I love them all, but they have to be played correctly. I feel like it, but my younger one just started college as a freshman in Idaho, so I'll have to do a few more years at least. Probably my 1950 Chevrolet that's all redone. I put the most time in that one. I've had a lot of fun on the trombone the last few years. I could already read bass clef very well, and I kind of always wanted to do it, so I picked it up a few years ago during beginning band, and then got to play with former principal Mr. Evans. Had a lot of fun doing that with him in the jazz band also. You know, I was drug into pizza parlors and stuff as a young little boy, banjo bands and trios on the weekend, so it was always in my life, and it just kind of, you know, I was kind of raised that way. I do, because I can do more complex music than I don't get too bored. When I first started, I only had 2 periods at De Anza, and then I did the 3 elementaries, Murphy, Sheldon, and Valley View. But you know, you can only teach Jingle Bells so many times and without being bored. I mean, somebody has to teach the young kids so they can come to the middle and the high school. But I can pick challenging music that not only challenges my students, but challenges me as a conductor also.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Oh, look, it's a poster for Romeo is Bleeding. BSU is gonna... Give me the mic.
BSU! Give me the mic, Ryan. BSU is hosting our second, movie night. We are gonna be playing Romeo is Bleeding. Special guest, Dante Clark himself. Make sure you guys come through and support BSU movie night. Mind-blowing.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Up next, we have Fabin's Poetry Corner.
How you doing, you guys? Welcome to Fabin's Poetry Corner. As you can see, he's not here, so I'm gonna try to take over before he gets back. You know, book. Oh, okay. Yeah. Rose That Grew from Concrete by Tupac Shakur. Let's try to find a poem in here. Okay. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes when I'm alone, I cry because I'm on my own. The tears I cry are bitter and warm. They flow with life, but take no form. I cry because my heart is torn, and I find it difficult to carry on. If I had an ear to confide in, I would cry amongst my treasured friends. But who do you know that would stop that long to help another carry on? The world moves fast, and it will rather pass you by than to stop and see what makes you cry. It's painful and sad, and sometimes I cry, and no one cares about why. This is a good book. Take this. Have a good Friday, y'all. Get out of here before Fabin gets back.
And next, we have Club of the Week.
Hello, De Anza High School. My name is Nancy.
My name is Kilty.
And my name is Laura. We are Youth for Environmental Justice, and we also work with Communities for a Better Environment, which is an environmental justice organization. Environmental justice focuses on building people power in frontline communities that have been impacted by refineries, train tracks, highways, things like that.
But we've also been talking about how we can do an impact as youth in our environment.
Some of the public events we went to in this club is conferences like the YES conference, which is Youth for Environmental and Sustainability. That conference is about youth presenting their opinions and what they were about.
But we're also not just regional, we're also national. We go to conferences in New York, such as the Youth Conference.
So our club is in Miss Shetterly's room, the art room, on Thursdays at 3:102. It'd be really great to see some new people, and you'd really enjoy it.
Yeah, hopefully we see you next Thursday.
Yes, thank you very much.
Hello, Dianza family. This is Mr. Pierce, your assistant principal.
And hello, Dianza family. My name is Officer Joe England. I'm the school resource officer here at Dianza High School.
We're very fortunate to have Officer England here at Dianza High School. He's done a lot of wonderful work with our students, building relationships, and we're looking forward to a fruitful and successful, continuing a positive relationship. There was one concern that I had that Officer England, I'm hoping you can help me out. I got a little concern with students and inappropriate photos, and in the age of the cell phones and the the airdrops and the text messages, I'm wondering if you could shed some light on what it's like to be in possession of those images, forward them, and if you're even the one to send them out.
Yeah. So right now, sending photos out, depending on what they are, this is essentially known as cyberbullying. It's that in its name. It's bullying via photographs, via the internet. And how this is distributed is either through text messages, airdrops, social media websites, and it's sending photographs of someone against their permission. They don't have any permission to do so. And the perception right now to a lot of students is that, hey, I'm not sending the photograph, and I'm just receiving it, so I'm okay. So what everybody needs to know is that if you possess a photograph, and depending on what the photograph is, you are just as guilty as that person distributing that photograph. So it is very important to know that if you do possess those photographs, you're subject to investigation all the way up to an arrest.
Certainly, and that's from the Richmond PD side. From the school side, when we're kind of a long step with Richmond Police Department, from the school side, the consequence for possessing, owning, forwarding, airdropping any of these inappropriate photos can include suspension, potentially up to expulsion. So it would definitely be in your best interest, students, if you not to possess any of these images, and definitely not to forward them or send them along.
And we got to remember too, it's not the student that's going to be fully affected. We got to remember the parents. The parents are going to be devastated, and we got to remember that. And it can lead to depression and various other harmful things for the students and parents. What I'm recommending to any student is, if you do get airdropped with photographs, obviously first let an administrator, a teacher, and myself know so we can address it. If you don't want to go that far, simply decline the photo. Get rid of the photo. If it starts with one student getting rid of the photographs, we can work with everybody to eliminate it. And that's what we're trying to do here, to make it a positive environment at the school, and for all students and parents, most importantly. And by working very closely with Mr. Pierce, myself and Mr. Pierce, we work very close together, and we're going to battle this so that every student knows that when they come to school here, they are safe and free of cyberbullying.
Yes, I agree 100% with Officer England, and we're looking forward to continuing this partnership and making sure that all 1,400 of our students feel safe, supported, and that they can move on in life and have a successful and wonderful life after their Dianza experience. Thank you all for listening, and go Dons.
All right, and that was this week's DA Weekly. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. This is Jason.
This is Eddie, and we'll see you next week. Thank you.
Students, make sure this holiday season you donate cans and put them in all your bins in your respective classrooms. The classroom with the most cans in the bin first wins. Remember, this is a contest. Remember, it's not about winning, it's about donating. So make sure you're the first to donate and the most to donate. Thank you. God bless. De Anza. Keep De Anza great. Donate. Thank you.
You didn't want us to come up?
I don't know. 3, 4.
Oh yeah, just rip our